please understand when I say this that this is not some sort of overreaction, okay? Also, this is not something that I have made up myself. I've heard other people say it, and I'm going to regurgitate it because I think it's awesome, okay? I also think it's very important for us to hear. Places all over the UK are in the works to try to ban or criminalize public prayer or prayer in general. It's not a joke. It's not satire. This is actually something that is happening overseas. If talking to Sky Daddy, as they say, or this fictional character was something that didn't matter, okay? If God isn't real, if prayer doesn't transform, if prayer doesn't change, if prayer isn't powerful, why do we need to make laws about it? It is because the enemy knows, and the enemy has rooted himself into governments, into institutions, into places we couldn't even imagine, and the enemy knows better than most of the church knows that prayer is powerful. When your marriage is struggling and you go to war against those issues in prayer, you see transformation. When your health is failing and you go to war with prayer against those struggles, you see healing. When you see your community struggling, when you see your kids making the wrong decisions, when you see your kids suffering, people in your community suffering, and you go to war with prayer over these situations, you see change. It's time we wake up. It's time we put our knees to the floor and start doing the crazy things that we look at other Christians and say, they're a little weird, okay? They have a room dedicated to prayer. That's a little much for me, okay? If they anoint things, that's a little too far for me. We don't go that far. When they pray before every meal, even though they're out in public, they're at a family function. They pray at the restaurant when it's a restaurant full of people and the waiter's on their way with food. You know, those people are different. Be those people. Dang it. Be them. Be different. Okay? Because nothing is going to happen if we don't go to God in prayer. Nothing will get fixed if we do not pray about it. And this needs to start at home with your family, with you. Be the change that you want to see. Be the revolutionary that history speaks of, because prayer is the greatest revolution around. Okay? It's not cool anymore. Okay? It's not, it's not, I don't care that it's not mandated in schools. You don't have to force it onto people. Loving God isn't something you force onto people. Okay? It is something that you go to with a contrite heart, and when you've hit rock bottom and you have nowhere else to go but up, that is when Christ starts putting in work. Okay? That is when you need to start hitting your knees and praying. We see a lot of things going on in our country, in every country, The world sucks. The church sucks. Okay? What are we going to do about it? Are you going to move churches? Are you going to complain on social media? Are you going to, just quit going to church altogether? Or are you going to pray about it? If your focus is on Christ, you have little time for the horrible things that are going on. And you have little time for the wrongs that other people are doing. You have little time to say, well, they don't believe exactly what I believe, so, they're heretics, or they're this and that. You don't have time for that, okay? It's time, no matter what church you go to, what theology you subscribe to pray. Jesus, his sacrifice on the cross, tore that veil. We can go boldly to the throne of God with our prayer and ask. We can give thanks for our blessings, and we can ask him to heal this broken land, because we want heaven to be full. Talk to your friends. Ask people to pray for you. Pray for them. Pray in groups. Pray in crowds. Pray by yourself. Pray every day. Pray every minute. Pray every hour. Pray. I encourage you to pray. Do these things, and you will see change. Never take for granted the freedoms that we have in this country that God has given us. America is not a perfect place. America sucks sometimes, but what doesn't suck is the rights given to us by God. The freedom of expression, the freedom of religion, those things. Wonderful. So, share this around. Pray, and pray again. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.